Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I filmed a leg day last week and I never really put it together as a complete video. It's kind of just my exercises and I still wanted to use the footage, so I kind of came up with this idea of I can do a little voiceover and still show you the footage, but we're gonna be talking about something completely different than working out. So I'm kind of just gonna take you through some of the things that I've been writing about in my journal recently and some of the topics that have really been up front in my mind, for lack of better words. Also, I wanted to say that I am currently working on creating my own workout program. So I have the first 4 weeks completed and I'm trying to make it 3 months long. So I need to create the next 2 phases, but I kind of want to do an in-depth video for each one of the workouts to just kind of show you, because this is my first time creating a program, so you could just even give me feedback and just kind of see, because I want to know what people enjoy, what they don't enjoy, just get actual feedback. Let's get right into this little video. The first thing I wanted to talk about is my mindset on routine. I would say it's been about 2 or 3 weeks ago now. I was getting up every morning and going for a walk early in the morning, and I would listen to Leo Skeppy's podcast, Aware and Aggravated, which I mentioned in one of my other vlogs, and he said something that really struck with me, and it was that not everything has to be planned out in your morning routine. So I wrote this in my notes. I said, create good habits and just try to incorporate what you can every day instead of beating yourself up if you don't accomplish everything that you plan to do, especially with setting it for a specific time. That makes it more likely you'll beat yourself up for not hitting every single mark. And this was especially true in my morning routines, because I used to have very specific things that I would want to do every single morning, and if I didn't do them, I felt like I failed for the day, especially when I was still in school, because I didn't get up early enough to have a 2-hour-long morning routine, and so I felt like I was kind of just a slob that day for some reason. Even though I wasn't, I was still me. I just didn't do these extra things. After listening to his podcast, I kind of realized that is kind of just dumb. I don't need to be spending 2 hours just to start my day, because that's 2 hours of precious time wasted. And so instead, what I've been doing is just creating a list of things that I need to get done for the entire day. I'll still make my tea in the morning, but I'll immediately get started on my work. For example, this morning I woke up, made my tea, and by 8 a.m., I already had all my schoolwork done. In the past, I would have been doing my yoga, my tea, my journaling. It would have been 10 a.m., walking at the park, getting home, going to the gym, and then just getting started on my schoolwork at 1 p.m. instead of already having it done by 8. By getting my work done first, I have the whole rest of the day to do whatever. That's my freedom to then decide what I want to do with my day, rather than doing it in reverse. And I realized that this works so much better because I feel more energized and productive in the morning rather than putting everything off. It's just made the flow of my day so much better, and instead of dreading having to do all of these steps in the morning, I kind of just do what feels good and I just get started with my day instead of putting everything off. Because I think having that in the back of my mind that, oh great, I have to do this and this is gonna all take 2 hours and then I'm just now gonna get started, I'm not gonna have enough time. Literally, there is so much time. I literally got done so fast this morning just because I did it first. So if you're kind of feeling this way, I would highly recommend just get started with your day first thing instead of putting it off. Okay, so the next little topic that I wanted to talk about is feeling stuck, or that I have certain expectations that I have to meet. Whether it's ones that I set for myself or that I feel I have to meet for other people's standards. So what I wrote in my journal was, everyone's definition of success is different. Do what you want to do and what makes you feel happy and feel good. Over the past year, I would say over the past 2 years, I've kind of changed a lot just because of some things that I've gone through. I've really had to grow as a person, I feel and I've came out of it knowing things that I didn't know before about myself. And I realized that if I'm always just trying to make other people happy and do what I think will please them, I'm never going to be happy myself, and that's kind of why I feel like I never felt fulfilled, because I was always just doing things that I thought would look good to other people in their eyes. I always felt like I needed to go to some big university, some big college, and like become a doctor, live in this big house, have all these fancy things, and I've since realized that that is not what is going to make me happy in life. What makes you happy in life is being around people who make you feel good and doing things that make you feel good, having hobbies that are healthy for you, and just taking care of yourself physically and mentally. And so that's kind of what inspired me to follow my passion in the gym and kind of take that on as my career, because I'm going to be studying exercise science. I'm very excited because I'm very passionate about it. I spend almost every single day going to the gym. At least an hour of my day is devoted to some sort of physical activity, and I take nutrition pretty seriously, not only because of my diabetes, but just because I feel my best when I eat good foods and when I'm taking care of my body. The gym also has really helped my mental health a lot, because it's just like my time to set aside for myself. I can really just focus on bettering myself. There's no other distractions. I'll sometimes just put my phone even on do not disturb and solely take this time to becoming the best version of myself. And I'll also recently have been listening to podcasts as well instead of just music. Going into the career of personal training and like this side of the health spectrum really allows me the time to do these hobbies and passions and follow these things and gain knowledge in this area in order to be my happiest. And the final little topic that I wanted to talk about was allowing myself to just be. This is what I wrote in my journal. I said, maybe I'm not even giving myself a chance to be happy. I think I could be holding myself back from fully living my authentic life. Maybe I'm just judging myself before others even have a chance. Maybe I need to accept myself fully before I'm okay with others not. This present moment is the only time that exists. I think I have to realize that I can just relax and everything will be okay. I've made it this far pretty smoothly despite having felt like it was the end at times, so I believe that the future will also work out. Who cares if people don't like you? It isn't going to make you happy to pretend to be someone you're not just to fit a certain character because you're scared they won't accept you. So if they don't like you, then you wouldn't want them to be in your life anyways. There's no reason to not just be yourself and be happy. I feel like I'm very hard on myself and I need to kind of let go of like past mindsets that I've had in order to like fully move forward in my life and become the person that I want to be. And I must learn to be happy with present life because that is truly all that exists. I can be happy and still have goals and dreams for the future. In fact, being happy now would probably quicken the process of achieving my dreams. I sometimes find myself worrying about what others are thinking of me rather than just enjoying the moment or being present, and it takes away from the amount I'm able to gain from the experience. So I've been telling myself there's nothing wrong with me and I've offered plenty in the relationships in my life. I think one of the biggest things that I've struggled with mentally my whole life is feeling like I'm not worthy enough or I don't bring enough value for people to want to keep me around. I don't know exactly where that stems from or why I feel like that, but I think I've always kind of just been a little bit more shy and I've never really spoken my mind out openly in front of especially like big groups of people. I definitely like one-on-one time with people compared to group settings. It's just the way I am and there's nothing wrong with that. I've realized not everyone has to be super extroverted and loud. It doesn't mean I'm any less intelligent. It doesn't mean I'm any less worthy. It doesn't mean I'm any less fun to be around. It's just the way I am. And I feel like I've had to accept that and I'm still accepting it. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I'm working towards the mindset that I strive to have. And so I've kind of just been like allowing myself to realize it's okay to just be me and just truly speak what I'm thinking rather than trying to come up with responses that I think the person wants to hear. And I feel like that kind of roots in people pleasing, and I kind of touched on that earlier about when I felt like I had to meet certain expectations that other people had of me. I always feel like if I am not a specific way, then I'm just like, I'm not worthy. But once again, if people are not going to keep me around just because I'm myself, then that's not the people that I want to have in my life anyways. And obviously that's kind of scary. It also kind of shows you who is truly there for you. I think that's better than just kind of like hiding from reality. So I hope you enjoyed this. This was kind of fun for me to just like talk. Some of these things were from a few months ago at this point, and it was nice to kind of just talk about it, and maybe some of you can relate. Maybe it even helped someone out by helping them not feel so alone. If you enjoyed, let me know. Give it a thumbs up. Leave any other video requests down below in the comments, and I will see you so soon in my next video. I love you so much. Goodbye.